Touchdown, amigos. We just landed. We're gonna go ahead and take an Uber to our Airbnb in the UN Arts Tower in Panama City. This place is a modern masterpiece that soars against the skyline. And get this, a rooftop pool with an amazing vibe and jaw-dropping city views. If we're talking about location, this is obviously prime real estate. It's right in the heart of Panama City's hustle and bustle. The UN Arts Tower is a front row ticket to the action. And as you can see, the entrance is just so sleek, and it sets the stage for a luxurious inside. Dive into this fabulous Airbnb. Right at the front, we have the kitchen, setting the stage for a perfect blend of style and functionality. To my right, you'll find the washroom and the first bedroom for easy access. Moving on, the kitchen seamlessly connects to a cozy family room, creating an open and welcoming atmosphere. Now take a right and you'll step into the bedroom, featuring a luxurious king-size bed and a mesmerizing ocean view for a touch of tranquility. Venture into the ensuite bathroom within the bedroom, where dual sinks and a stylish standing shower awaits. But look, this really isn't all. There's a balcony just outside of the family room. Brace yourself for a breathtaking view of Santa Costera, Casco Viejo, and the Amador Causeway. The Airbnb isn't just a place to stay. It's an experience that combines comfort, style, and the unparalleled beauty of Panama City. For our first night, we ate at Filomenta, which is located in the UN Arts Tower. It has amazing downtown city views and really great food. I opted to eat the prawn plate with garlic bread, and my wife opted for calamari with the black bean risotto. It was absolutely fantastic. Our Airbnb was located right across from Santa Costera, so it made it very easy for us to stay active and also access certain areas of the city. The next morning, I decided to get up early and take a walk down Santa Costera, and how astounding the views were. I walked from near our Airbnb at the U Arts Tower down past Mercado de Mariscos so I could get a great view of the city. It's truly a walk that I enjoyed. And if you're in the same area, I truly advise doing the same thing. I think it's important to remember that you don't have to eat out every meal. So we stayed at this little foodie store here. This store is where we got most of our snacks and treats for our Airbnb. Right next to it was almost like an open restaurant with multiple vendors, like a standing food truck, if you will. My wife liked this food a lot. I liked the food a lot, so we came here a few times as well, just to grab quick food that was still home cooked. Our second day, we started the day out with a trip to Casco Viejo. It was extremely hot, but we enjoyed this as I love colonial towns and so does my wife. Here you can find a lot of vendors in the street introducing you to their product and many shops where you can purchase local items. Next, we stopped at the hustling and bustling Mercado de Mariscos and tried some fresh seafood. We capped off the night with the walk down Santa Costera, where everyone in the community comes out to enjoy the time with their family. Bright and early the next morning, we caught a ferry over to Taboga Island. There are a few things about Taboga Island that are beautiful, but I would say that the ferry ride over is definitely on my top 3. It's an amazing experience getting to see the city just disappear in the background as you're introduced to a small, beautiful island where the natives are very welcoming. When you first get to Taboga Island, you take a walk down the street that we're showing here, and there are a lot of places where you can purchase drinks and purchase food and purchase things that you'll need for your time on Taboga. During the time that we went, the island was very packed, but it also added to the atmosphere of us being there and made it very enjoyable. I will say that there's hardly any shade on Taboga outside of the walk to the beach, so just be sure to be prepared for that. You can pay to rent beach chairs that also come with umbrellas, so that helped a little bit, but not too much as it was still very hot outside. And we capped off the night with a nice walk on Amador Causeway and a nice meal. Amador Causeway is likely to be the most mature and relaxed vibe that you're going to get in Panama City. I really enjoyed this area. It has spectacular views of the city skyline and a very nice path for you to walk if you felt like you needed to. There's also places to rent bikes and to rent scooters to make your experience more enjoyable. On our third day, we decided to opt in for indoor activities, so we caught our Uber ride over to the Multi-Plaza Mall first. The Uber ride was beautiful as you pass through Punta Pacifica and more of the downtown area where you can get a glimpse of the true architecture of Panama and how astounding the city is. As we arrived in the multi-plaza area, I have one thing to say. This might likely be one of the nicest areas that I've been to, regardless of countries. The mall itself was amazing. As we step in, we can see that this is one of the nicest malls we've ever been to, inside or outside of the United States. The mall is full with designer brands and normal American brands as well, making it a very enjoyable experience. It was air conditioned, very clean, very safe, and everyone that we met in there was very nice. Now, if you're coming from the United States, even though these are more well-known brands, they still do come with a steeper discount than you'll find in the States. The mall itself is 3 stories. The 3rd story is the food court, which is located on the very top floor. Made for a very amazing experience, and I could honestly say I could find myself wandering around this mall for hours and not getting bored. It's full with modern stores, very similar to what we would see in the United States. But I will say that it has much more, it's much nicer, and much cleaner than any mall that I've ever been to. Next, we headed over to the Albrook Mall, which is coined as the largest mall in Central America. And this mall is huge. It was one of the cashiers at the Multiplaza told us that this mall is double the size of the Multiplaza, which I found it really hard to believe because Multiplaza was so large. But once we got inside Albrook, we realized that it was very big and there wasn't a single store or single place for a store that didn't have a store. A lot to buy here, very, very reasonable prices. I would definitely check this out if I'm in the city. Alright, you all, this is the last venture that we took on this trip, realizing tomorrow morning we need to wake up and head back home. Sitting on the patio waiting for our Uber to arrive, I only have one thing in my mind. When's the next time we're going to come back to Panama? We plan to come back next year after the rainy season and also bring our 2 sons. We want them to experience the exact same magic that we felt while we were here. Just taking a look at the view for one last time before we head back to the States was all that I needed. But for now, it's time to go because our Uber is quickly arriving. Guys, if you plan on coming to Panama, we sincerely hope that this can be some sort of roadmap for you and that you can experience the same beauty that we did. But for now, we're gone. We truly appreciate you watching our videos. Have a great evening.